السلام عليكم يا شباب ويا بنات، كيف حالكم؟ إن شاء الله طيبين. اليوم إن شاء الله راح ألعب لعبة اسمها توين ميرور. هذه لعبة من شركة دونت نود، شركة غنية عن التعريف ومتخصصة في الألعاب الروائية والألعاب القصصية، وصايرة هالشركة نشيطة الأيام. تقريبا قبل فترة بسيطة نزلت لعبة، والآن منزلة اللعبة هذه لعبة جديدة نزلت في 1 ديسمبر يعني أمس، وأتوقع أنها تكون يعني لعبة جميلة. فبسم الله نبدأ، إن شاء الله تكون بالمستوى المطلوب. شوف بداية اللعبة كيف.
The skies are finally clearing up after a light rainfall most of the afternoon. The weather's approaching 49 degrees, so we've got a brisk West Virginia evening ahead of us. Wrap up tight and settle in, folks. This is 104.3 WBCK, the Basswood Sound. I'm your host, Carrie Hammond.
طيب
Coming up after a short break, mental health expert Dr. Wick.
هذا البطل شكله.
epidemic that's been affecting.
وين رايح؟ هيل كريست نورث. والله ما ركزت وش اسم الولاية. كاليفورنيا. هوم فور سيل. لازم يوقف لين ما يخلص الخطار. في أمريكا هذه موجودة قطارات، يمكن هنا عندنا يعني شيء غير شائع أو قليل. ورقة نبيات بايك خرج رمى الجوال على
playing wrong in my ear. You keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive. You keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive.
ما أدري هو مسافر أو وش وضعه. هذا طول اللودنج. اوكي look out point.
Time to kill before the funeral. Might as well spend it here.
طيب أخيرا تحكمنا فيه.
Funeral isn't for a while, and I'm not gonna walk into town.
funeral يعني هو رايح جنازة أو شيء.
This place was always one for decisions. Somewhere for things to fall apart.
أو إنه بينتحر هذا. لا يكون بينتحر.
Welcome back to Basswood, Sam.
Basswood. Restoration sign. The company made sure we knew how generous they were.
Welcome back to Basswood, Sam.
Basswood. ما أدري وش باسود هذه مدينة. إيش مكتوب هنا؟ No littering.
I came up here every chance I could. One of the all-time great views. Really makes a small town look big.
طيب إيش مكتوب هنا؟ Cemetery. Basswood Mine. منجم. Basswood وش هذا؟ River.
I remember spending entire summers on the banks, fishing with Nick.
طيب إلى ذكريات في النهر.
My hometown. It felt more imposing in my nightmares.
مدينتها. Basswood هي
Strange to think of Basswood without its mine.
Cemetery.
I'm not sure Nick would even want me at his funeral, given how I left things.
Read. Founded in 1865, this small mining town quickly grew along with the local industry at its peak. Okay. Basswood produced more coal than any other town in West Virginia. مدينة في وست فيرجينيا. أعرف هذه وست فيرجينيا ولاية. فهذه تنتج الفحم، مشهورة بإنتاج الفحم. Okay, with the Basswood mine being one of the most consistent coal mine in the US. على مستوى الدولة من أكثر المدن إنتاجا للفحم. Basswood is also a wonderful place to simply let nature be nature outside of the Appalachian Trail, okay? With its hundreds of miles hiking trails, a perfect example of the true West Virginia way of life, okay? Basswood is both a reminder of its past and glimpse into the bright future. Okay. صح وست فيرجينيا يعني فيها جبال أو فيها مرتفعات. طيب في شيء بعد؟ inspect لحظة orientation اوكي خلاص نكمل لفوق.
You'd think the massive cliff face would be a giveaway.
حاس انه بينتحر هذا، يعني رايح محل مرتفع بيرمي نفسه. بس لا نستعجل بالحب، خلينا نشوف.
I get the feeling it still sees some use, given how bad the coverage is up here.
Emergency phone. Basswood wildlife. اسمه hiking trails.
These trails were great to walk if you wanted to feel truly alone.
طيب.
Some of these species are endangered. She wrote an article about it.
الحيوانات موجودة شكلها في المكان. West Virginia Scenic Mountain Forests are home to deer. أوكي. هذه المنطقة يعني مكان يعيش فيه الدير. حيوان مثل الغزال. Flying squirrels. السناجيب الطائرة. Red foxes. نوع من أنواع الحيوانات. Field mice. أو الثعالب الحمراء. Red fox ما أدري هو دوب. في حيوان لا ذاك اسمه ريد باندا والله مخربط. المهم فيلد مايس رابتس اند كيف باتس خفافيش الكهوف among other animals bobcats wild bears ما شاء الله كل شيء موجود and even black bears have been seen all over the state. Even very remote farmsteads have occasionally sighted the eastern cougar. Okay. أو بوم الحيوان زي النمر عنده برود وما شاء الله مليانة بالحيوانات المتوحشة ذئاب وكوغر وما أدري إيش. طيب هذه الوايلد لايف وش هذه؟ هانتنج رول قوانين الصيد.
Hunting is another tradition I could never get behind. Just don't see the appeal.
طيب when hunting carry with you any and all required permits and license. لازم يكون عندك رخصة لما تبغى تصيد. اوكي ترخيص وده مو من الطريق يعني تروح تصيد. Don't hunt while under the influence of alcohol. لا تصيد وانت تحت تأثير الكحول. Hunting is forbidden between half an hour after sunset and half an hour before sunset. يعني وقت الصيد ممنوع نص ساعة قبل الغروب ونص ساعة بعد أو ساعة ونص أو نص ساعة قبل الشروق. أوكي في وقت يعني محدد. أوكي.
A lot of people were upset when it closed, but not upset enough to fix it.
وشو هذا food locker.
I left a sandwich in it for a whole week once. Dad never let me forget it.
طيب خلنا نجي هنا.
I used to love looking at basswood from up here. Helped give me perspective. Until that day.
هذا المكان اللي تشوف منه المدينة كاملة زي التلسكوب فوق قام يتخيل.
Why can't the real world be as clear and peaceful as my own mind?
ايش في الرجال شكله مضغوط.
Even if it does mean nothing stays hidden in here. Not even me.
طيب نمشي؟ والله يمدينا نمشي. وش هذا؟ ريمبر ميموري.
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
يلعب
And yet I
باك.
stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
في واحد مات. هذا ضار ميت اللي كان يلعب. أبوه يمكن. كان أبوه. ميموري.
This is Anna. She works freelance. Does a lot of the human interest pieces.
What can I say? I'm interested in humans and their pieces. What do you like to write?
I gotta run to a review with Walt. You two feel free to chit-chat. And Sam, be nice.
I had never met someone so interested in others. Even in me.
اوكي هذه واحدة تعرف عليها. خلنا ارجع لهذا يعني ابغى اعرف هل هذا ابوه. ما انتبهت.
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
شكله ابوه مع انه ما وضح يعني. جاتني ذكريات يعني. هذا يكون جير فريند.
The story is important. You know I think that. It's just... People around here have short tempers and long memories. Be careful.
الناس هنا ما ينسوا.
Are you even listening to me?
اسمه سام.
I heard you, Anna. But no, I wasn't listening.
أو زوجتها. أوكي. كأنه في شيء هنا. دامج لا. نكمل. Remember.
Come on, Anna, look at this.
What is it? Someone skinny dipping?
Anna, you really need to see this.
أوه خطيبته.
I can't even see. Something's blocking it.
خاتم زواج يعني. يبغى يفاجئها بطريقة إنه هو يبغى يتزوجها.
Sam, what are you doing?
I'm trying to be romantic.
What? Wait. Please don't tell me you're proposing.
عمه ما فهمت.
I'm down on one knee, a ring. What else would I be doing?
لا يكون
You look like I
رفضته.
just ran over your grandma. Okay, the silence is really starting to scare me now. Anna, please say something.
Sam, put that away. Come on. I don't want a ring. I don't need a ring.
ما يندرى موافقة يعني أو لا.
You should know that. We've discussed it before.
ظاهر ما تبغى زواج بس علاقة.
We weren't happy. She was the one brave enough to face that. Lost in my head again. How much time did I miss?
دائما شكله يشرد هنا يتذكر أشياء. باقس بالجوار مدانا نقرأ. شكله هو رايح مكان وتأخر. New journal entry. Let's take a walk in the okay before the funeral. هو في جنازة لو أحسب. I thought I wasn't to face password again but شكله هو مغادر مدينته ولما رجع تذكر أشياء. But the bus is already putting me back in and are so vivid. It's as if I'd never left. Remember the okay. Return to the car. People. يعني أرجع للسيارة. هو شكله يعني رايح جنازة. وها في مدينته اللي هو يمكن
I missed
تركها.
the funeral. Maybe it's for the best. On the bright side, Nick's not alive for me to let him down again.
شكله راحت عليه الجنازة. فهو جاي شكله تذكر الأشياء. يمدي يركض أو يسرع. Are you still coming?
Sorry, Walter, but I don't think I'll stick around. Given up already? Just a quick, depressing jaunt down memory lane and then you're gone? I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. Lots of hurt. And you might be right. But it's been 2 years. It's time to face the world. Time to adult. The good news, though, at least you don't have to do it alone.
أما يفكر يرمي نفسه. عنده مشكلة شكله. خليته إنه مو قادر يستمر في حياته. توين ميرور. يعني هذا كان بريلون. الحين كأننا يعني دخلنا في اللعبة صدق. Are you still coming? Won't care I am almost there. قول له I am almost there.
Lost the signal. Some things never change.
طيب قلت له في زحمة وتأخر بس إنه جاي يعني. اللودنج طويل ما أدري بسبب اللعبة نفسها. وجدت الليل ماينرز كيفن بارتون. بليارد دارتس بار شكله في لعب في بليارد وفي الأسهم هاي. جوان باب Nick daughter can't imagine what she's going through. Nick daughter بنت اللي توفى يعني.
Yuli, you actually came.
ميولي سام
Been a
اسمه.
while. You'd gotten taller.
يقول لها طولته.
Can we talk?
We're talking right now.
It's cold.
داخل أنا.
So,
You left.
Joan, that's not fair.
You left.
أو بنته. Let me explain. Let's not talk about. I am sorry. خلينا نقول let me explain.
It was more complicated than just me and you.
It's always more important than me.
Joan, listen. After Anna and I broke up, I couldn't keep living with her. I
Oh,
didn't have anywhere
Binta.
else to stay. So I moved back in with my mom, who's over in Connecticut these days.
You didn't call, text, or anything. You were just gone.
قطع
I don't know
علاقته.
what to say to that. You're right. I wasn't in a state where I could reach out to anyone. I'm still not. If Nick hadn't died, I never would have come back.
من هناك هذا؟
Thanks for being honest. You're always at least honest.
نيك. بنته شكلها.
Listen, I wanted to talk to you about what happened to Dad.
نيك أبوها.
It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have just crashed. He drove like a grandma, you know that. It's wrong.
صار له حادث شكله.
I don't buy it.
بس
I'm
شكله
just
حادث
in
يعني.
town for the funeral, Joan. I'm not a PI or a cop.
You're the closest thing I can talk to. Will you just look into it, Muley? Please?
She wants her father's death to mean something. But where does that lead? What if it leads to the truth? That could change everything. An hour ago, you wanted to run away. Now you want to start another investigation? A few questions won't hurt anyone. Just tonight. To reassure her. And myself. This is a wake. If you poke around, people may end up poking back. Okay, whatever you do, at least leave the kid out of it. It would be cruel to lead her on. Friends don't lie to each other, even if it means disappointing her again. It's your call.
شكله يشوف أشياء وهمية. Keep her out of it. Promise to look into it. وإيش أختار إني يعني راح أبحث في موضوع أبوها أو إني ما أدري إيش أختار. بروميس. خلنا بروميس.
Okay, I'll see what I can see and all
بما
that.
أن أبوها ميت
Gumshoe it up.
ما نبغى
You
نكذب.
will?
You make some good points. It doesn't fit. I hate when things don't fit.
Yeah, me too. I might just be, I don't know, crazy or something, but
You want to know for sure. I get it.
thanks, Muley. I should go in before my mom misses me.
بس
Better
من هو
get
ذا
in there
الشخص
too.
اللي يكلمه؟
Can't hide in your car all night.
Who says I'm hiding out here?
شكله
I do.
واحد وهمي.
See you inside.
زين يعني خليناها تروح وهي معنوياتها زينة. بس ليش تسميه ميولي؟ اللاست نيم حقه يمكن اسمه سامي ميولي. هذا شكل اللي مات نيك. نفس اللي شفناه يلعب الباك مان. لحد الآن مو فاهم العلاقات ما بين هذه. كمان أكيد كانت زوجته أو خطيبة. هو قال إنه بروك with her. جورنال أبديت. Go inside the bar.
Might as well talk to Walter. I'll have to sooner or later.
Yes, the
هذا
cat
هو
food is
والتر.
under the sink. Yes, yes it is, Mother. Trust me. Oh, Samuel is here. I'll call you
سامويل.
back.
اختصار سام.
Samuel Higgs, as I live and breathe. Has it really been over 2 years? Regardless, I'm so glad you finally made it. It's good to see you. What kept you?
A trip down memory lane. I missed the funeral, but I made it to Nick's wake.
You have to bring it in for a hug. It's a Basswood back in town requirement. So good to see you. Even if I wish the circumstances were different. In times like these, we
خلنا
need the
نحضنه.
comforting touch of others. At least
شكله
I...
طيب. ما أدري ليش أعطونا خيار، يمكن هذا واحد مش طيب. بس من كل شيء
Also,
طيب.
have you spoken to Anna lately?
No, why?
No reason. If you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up. I'll see you inside.
اسمه والتر ولا أدري وش وضعه. دون سيد خلنا لوك.
I'm not ready for this.
لا خلنا ندخل.
Here we go.
انت بنت اللي اسمها نيك. نيك هذا شكله شخص عزيز عليه، توفى. كول من ماينرز هافن او هافن.
Mr. Samuel Higgs, big shot investigative reporter.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires, but that means you couldn't leave town. And you are leaving town right after this, right?
لا خلنا
If you are, well, Nick's memory only goes so far.
يتحرش يمشي عنه. ما احنا
That's what I
ناقصين.
thought.
Come on, it ain't worth it. Making friends already, I see.
Declan, been a while.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
Leaving as soon as I can. He started it just here for Nick. خلينا نقول just here for Nick.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, shame that. You watch yourself.
I think it's time I go put up a photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right? That's where Nick and I sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work.
طيب. Attend the wake pay homage to Nick.
Sammy! Oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Oh, me? I've had this stomach thing lately, always churning. And this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know.
يا
Have you met
ساتر
Hugh?
ترى.
He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
No.
The infamous Sam. I've read that article you wrote on the mine. You've put in a lot of legwork on that.
What did you think of it? It looked a lot of research. I don't want to talk about. شكله ده كاتب أو شيء. خليني أقول له وش رأيك فيه.
Oh, you read it. What do you think?
Of the writing? Fine. Fine. Of the reporting? Something that needed to be done.
ما
Many
عجبته
medicines
الفكرة.
are a bitter brew, but you still need to take them.
That's nice of you to say.
Now, don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger, Sam.
ما يبغى يحتكي كثيرا. كافي.
There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce, but anyone can see she's taking
هذه
his
واحدة
death hard.
طلقها.
There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce, but anyone can see she's taking his death hard.
اوكي.
Kathy,
طريقته.
Sam, you actually came.
أيام السبرايز as you are. ما يكون يعني أقول لها أنا متفاجئ مثل ما أنت متفاجئة، أو تعازي الحارة إلى نيك، أو it's good to see you. إيش أقول؟ أنا أقول تعازي.
I know you two haven't been together for a long time, but I'm still sorry.
We hadn't been close in years, but he was my daughter's father.
هذا شكلها أم البنت.
Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town. All right?
I will do my best. Was murdered. Oh, البنت اسمها جوان. I will do my best.
Hard to make promises. I don't do well with those in Joan.
I've noticed.
But I'll try.
Sam, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Empty spot photo. Then ايش هي؟ مايند بالاس. احطها هنا. ما ادري ليش يحط الصور يعني. تقليد عدل.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy.
هذا هو نيك.
This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face. He was more her best friend than a dad.
لحظة.
He was more her best friend than a dad.
يقصد علاقته مع بنته.
Look at us. Wonder who took that picture. Happier times. Those two were a great team.
هذا اللي حضرناه. والتر.
Bug was so small back then. Bug was so small back then.
ليش يسميها باج؟
We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend. Happier times.
Samuel, guess I lost the bet.
Bet?
Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood. Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
That's not why I left. I won my bet. Who was the bet with?
Okay, I'll bite. Tell me, Dennis, who did you have a standing bet with?
Myself. So I guess I also won.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can. But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way. Relax. I'm just playing. At least tell me how you've been.
To be in the rough, honestly, don't pretend you care. Things have been great. خلنا أقول great.
Really good. I'm thinking of going back to school. Go for another master's.
So you don't have a clue what to do with yourself. Anyway, cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
شكله هذا عدو. يعني ما يحبه، واضح عليه.
As time draws near, my dearest dear, when you and I must part, how little you know of the grief and woe in my poor aching heart. 'Tis but I suffer for your sake. Believe me, dear, that's true. I wish that you were staying here.
شكله ديك هذا رجل محبوب كان من ناس كثيرين. نروح نكلمها أكيد. أوه هذه هي بروك ودها، إذا كان يحبها وجير فريند ما أدري وش.
Has it really been 2 years since I saw her? She hasn't changed a bit.
أو نكلمها.
Anna?
Sam!
Hug her back. إيه خلنا نصير أوادم. ما له داعي.
I've missed you. Why did it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
It wasn't because of you. I am here now. It has to come back. I am here now.
Well, I'm here now. I'll have to try and come by more often. That's what I'm supposed to say, right? Even if not everyone around here would like it.
People around here have short tempers,
And long memories.
but most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was gonna close anyways. Maybe in a year or 2, 5, if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was gonna run dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
Said that to everyone else. I know. I didn't tell. أقول لها خبر إن كأنهم هم يعني يلوموا على شيء بس ما أدري إيش. ماين منجم يمكن هو سكره. يعني مو فاهم لحد الآن. I know.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. It doesn't make it easier, though.
It's gotta make it a little easier. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together, started to get serious. But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
I can't imagine you and Nick were together. يمكن ما يدري إنه بعد ما تركته يمكن صارت معاه.
You and Nick started going out? When did this happen?
A few months ago, he never told you? He asked me to let him be the one to say something. You two had been so close.
He probably tried. I hadn't been answering his calls.
Ah. That's the worst part, right? Anything broken just stays broken now. But this was all nice. The funeral, the wake. Walter did a good job. But it all just makes me feel heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
I am sorry Nick's gone. Was Nick murdered? خلنا صدق أسأله هل هو قتل زي ما تعتقد بنته؟
Nick's death. Do you know if he had any enemies? Working on anything dangerous? Whew. Now this is a real can of worms.
This is a wake.
I know that.
Do you? This isn't the time to be digging and pushing. You always do this. You always... I get it. I just... You're still you, huh?
خيارك
You'll
خطأ.
always still be you, Sam.
المفروض
I
ما
hope you never
أقول شيء.
change, but I can't handle this right now. I'm gonna go home. I hate that his stuff is all over my house. Then drink and cry all night. You do what you need to do. See you around.
عصبناها صراحة. صحيح مو وقته يعني.
Samuel, come. Have a round with me.
I need a drink or two. Or 3. And then I'll go.
خلينا نشوف ايش نسوي.
That's what crooked pharmacists want you to be.
جورنا نبدأ. درون يورسوكا. خلنا نكمل المرة الجاية. القصة شكلها فيها شيء. أنا لحد الآن ما فهمت العلاقة عدل. بس اللي فهمت أن هذا ترك مدينته من 2 ما قام يتواصل معاهم. واحد من أعز أصدقائه توفى رجع عشان هالموضوع. شكله صار شيء خلى أهل المدينة يكرهوه أو شيء كذي. فنكمل إن شاء الله المرة الجاية. أتمنى هذا الفيديو عجبكم. نشوفكم إن شاء الله على خير وفي أمان الله.